you for joining, everybody. Okay, so let's jump right in. Hi, Jazz. Hi, Tully. Okay, so thank you so much for joining, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jess, and this is Real Talk. So thanks so much for joining tonight for episode 3, You've Got a Friend in Me. So some of you may be wondering, what even is Real Talk? Well, Real Talk is where we get a collection of people to discuss, give tips, and share experiences relating to relevant topics for you guys, C3 youth. But at the end of this, we want to hear what you guys want to hear about. So you can request topics just by sending us a quick message on Instagram, and hopefully we'll be able to talk about your topic soon. So tonight we have our amazing young adults pastor, Danielle Stubbs, here to discuss with us how we can best support our friends in all the highs and lows of life, and aren't there a lot of those? And so along with this, we will also share some cool facts and also get to see what you guys have to say. So now before we get Pastor Danny on to discuss this topic, we want to hear you. Say hello in the chat and tell us what you think about what everyone is saying. Let us know your thoughts and your questions. Okay, so we're going to start right now. In the chat, I want to know whether you guys prefer Pepsi or Coke. For me, I think I prefer Pepsi when it's cold and like Coke when it's warm. And I've been told that's like really weird, but like, I don't know. So if there's like a cold thing, I'll go for Pepsi, but if it's warm, I'll go for Coke. I don't know. We got Pepsi going. Yeah, nice, Ash. I think I do prefer Pepsi overall, to be honest. Wow, a lot of people are saying Pepsi. I really thought Coke would be more popular. Yeah, there comes the Cokes, thought so. Anyway, now I'd really love to introduce Pastor Danielle Stubbs. So like I mentioned earlier, she is our incredible young adults pastor. She is an awesome mum, friend, and connect group leader. And actually a lot of people do know this, but she is an amazing baker, and basically wherever she goes, some incredible baked goods follow. So let's get her on. Let's see, where is she? There she is. Danny!
Hi, how are you going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. So nice to see you.
Too. So what do you prefer, Coke or Pepsi?
Neither. I don't drink any fizzy.
Oh,
no.
Wow.
So disappointing, I know.
Well, we're so excited to have you today to discuss this really important topic on how to support. So my first question for you is, how can we support someone who has had a negative experience in church without coming across as if we're trying to convert them?
I just think love them, which is going to be, that's my go-to with answer to every question. But I think it's okay to apologize and say, I'm so sorry you've had this experience. But the church is just a group of people, and we're all so imperfect. And if they still love you, and just remind them gently, like, I am the church. Me and everyone like me makes up the church. So It's okay to say sorry, because people do have bad experiences everywhere they go. But then just remind them that doesn't mean God has hurt them. That's still people being people, because we're all human. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Wow. Yeah, just reminding them that church, it's flawed as well sometimes, and that we're not people.
Fully.
It's so important. Wow. Yeah, that's really great. So one thing that I find really helpful, because I've had people in my life that have been hurt by the church before, is also just inviting them to like wild love nights that we have, to show them that we're also fun and it's not just so full on. So doing fun stuff as well in the church. So
try again.
Yeah, exactly. So we're also going to do a few fun questions throughout the night, just to break a little bit.
I love a bit of fun.
Yes. So my first like a fun fact question, is a group of shrimp called a colony or a swarm? And everyone else, take your guesses down below. I know the answer.
I'm going with colony.
All right. Well, I'll let you know the answer after the next question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll leave everyone hanging a bit.
Okay.
So, second question is, how do I best support a friend who is trying to grow in an area of their life?
I reckon doing stuff together. So not making it that it's just about them having to grow, but being like, well, why don't we do this together? Whether it's working out or growing in God. If you've already got tips and things that are working for you, say, oh, why don't you try this? Or let's try it together. And if it's an area that you've got no education in or don't know anything about, find out about it. Do a little bit of research so that you can help support them. And the biggest thing is to encourage them that they can do it, whatever it is. They always make them feel empowered, that they're awesome.
Yeah. I love how you're going the extra mile as well. Like sometimes when we don't know how to support someone, but actually researching how to support them in the area, I think that a lot of sometimes just go the easy route and just say, oh, I don't know, sorry, go ask someone else. But like you said, going the extra mile, learning about how to help them in that area if we don't know, asking a pastor or someone who's got a bit more experience than us. That's a really great point, Danny.
Yeah, thanks.
So I won't leave you hanging anymore. A group of shrimps colony.
Ah, yes, I got it right.
I think Jazz also in the comments said colony, so you got that right too, Jazz. Well done.
Well done, Jazz.
So hopefully everyone already knows this, but our next fun question is, well, Pastor Susie is expecting a little baby soon. Yay! But what do you guys think? Is it going to be a boy or a girl?
Oh, I'm going with girl, but how are you going to answer this question?
I don't know. They're going to comment it down below. I can't answer it. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Do you have the answer?
I mean, I think I do. I just have a feeling it's a boy. I just think
you're team boy.
Yeah, I'm team boy. 100%.
Okay.
So that takes us to question 3. It's a bit of a doozy, but if I have a Christian friend showing signs of going down the wrong track, how should I go about responding to them without coming across as rude or judgmental?
I think the main thing is just to tell them, whatever you do, I'm going to love you anyway. So don't ever be a friend that's like, if you do that, friendship's over. You always be the friend that says, I'm not going to do it with you, but I will love you anyway. And make sure that they know that there's always forgiveness and love that's there, because that's showing God's love. God would never disregard us when we stuff up. And don't hold them to a standard that's actually higher than you could even hold yourself to. I think sometimes we can be so quick to be like, oh my goodness, you're doing that. And judgment comes just by our reactions, even if we don't mean to be judgy. So I think remembering that we all stuff up is really important. And I think forgiveness has to flow in all friendships. But just always being that person that they will fall back on. So no matter what it is, let them know you will never shock me with what you do. I will always be a rock of a friend. And chances are they will hurt you if they're going down a rocky path, but that you will love them anyway. And let forgiveness flow, because we're not called to be judgy. We're just called to love regardless.
Wow, that's really, really great.
Yeah.
Well, love above everything else, right?
Yeah, fully.
Yeah. So our next fun question is, I want to know in the comments if someone has done something to support you that you have always really remembered. For me, I was in a really bad habit of forgetting to eat breakfast all the time. So what I did is I got a friend to ask me to send them a picture of my breakfast every morning so that I could be held accountable. And so they could just comment on my breakfast, I guess, and say, yeah, good job, Jess, you're doing a really good job. So that's one of my favorite, I guess, friends supporting me moments. But Pastor Danny, I want to ask you, has there ever been a time in your life when a friend has supported you really well? What did this look like and what did this mean to you?
Yeah, I've definitely had seasons where I've actually tried to push friends away if I've been hurt, things have been too hard, and I'd say I didn't have the strength to be a good friend. But in that, what people did for me, or one person in particular, they said, I'll pick you up, I'll take you to a prayer meeting, I'll stay with you so you don't have to talk to anyone, and almost guard me. And I've had times where I haven't wanted to be fully encouraged and pushed on, but a true friend will just sit in the dirt with you and wait for you to be ready. So if a friend's going through a hard time, don't expect one phone call, come on, let's go out and party, and then they say no, and then you give up. A real friend lets you have that space, but continues to pray, continues to love, sit with you in the crap, but they're gently saying, all right, come on then, let's go for a walk. Let's gently move forward when they're ready. So I think a real friend is someone that sits with you through the crap and doesn't give up.
Yeah, wow.
Am
That
I
kind
allowed
of
to say?
also pardon?
I said, am I allowed to say crap? All good. I've said it.
No, it's fine. Yeah,
Uh,
that kind of ties into what I was saying earlier with loving people above judging them. So like sitting with the person, even if they're kind of in a rough patch, and just loving them above that, walking through it with them. Yeah, wow,
yeah,
so good. Um, so I mentioned this earlier, but you love to bake.
I do.
So in the comments, I want to know what everyone's favorite thing to bake is. I think mine would be lemonade scones. And
Wow.
it doesn't taste like lemonade, but it's just like it rises and it's got the sugar in it. I don't know if you've ever made it, but it's like so easy to make. It's just lemonade, flour, and cream. So that's my favorite thing to bake.
I haven't, but they are actually Pastor M's go-to.
Are
So
they?
he's
Wow,
been M many a year. So yeah, there you go.
Pastor Matt's favorite is brownies. Love that.
Ooh, I made brownie group tonight. So
oh, excited. I'm going. Yay.
Yeah, like brownie.
My final question for you is, what are some things that you like to do or give when supporting a friend?
So back to what I said before, don't hold them at a standard higher than you hold yourself to. And so the main thing to give is love and forgiveness. And I also think learning your friends' love languages so that you can be there for them in the way that they need, and so that they receive love, you receive love. And I also just think, forgiveness. So friends will hurt, but just always keep coming back, loving, and give them time, and just know that friendship, like any relationship's never going to just be perfect or easy, but so worth it. And God called us to be in community, together. So have fun and love and forgive along the way. And hold your friends so close. They are so precious. Pray for them, lift them up in prayer. And if you don't feel like you've got a really close friend, pray for one, because they're a gift from God, and they're an invaluable gift. So just be so grateful for the good friendships you have and work on them and be a good friend back.
Incredible.
Selflessness is the best thing to give a friend.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Pastor Danny. Could I just get you to pray for us for like a minute?
Sure.
Awesome.
Love to. God, Lord, I thank you that you did create us to be in community and love on one another and be in relationships, God. And I thank you that Jesus has shown us how to have the perfect relationships full of love and kindness and forgiveness. And Lord, I pray that we will always model our friendships on that, God, that we will always love others above ourselves, and we will always be love in action, God. Lord, that we will always endeavor to love more, and we will always be people that model ourselves and strive to be more like Jesus. God, I thank you for friendships, and Lord, I pray for more friendships to blossom in our lives, God, as we strive after you. We love you, Lord, and I pray you just bless this youth group so much. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Pastor Danny. It was so great to have you on. And
you're welcome. I'm honored.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to.
Me neither.
Oh, that's okay. You'll just stay to the end. That's fine. Anyway, well, that brings us to this week's challenge. This week's challenge is do something this week to support a friend that you don't usually do. And what I want you guys to do is comment on our Real Talk Insta post what you guys do, so we can see what you guys get up to. Well, that brings us to a wrap. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget to check out our C3 YouTube channel called C3 Youth Hepburn Heights, as we upload all the Real Talk episodes there fortnightly. So have a great week, guys, and we'll see you all at 6 p.m. on Friday for youth. Bye, guys.